Hey guys, I received a request for a Lich, StoneSword, SkeletonMines vacuum build against the Phoenix. So I will say that this is a very hard build to fight the Phoenix with. I think it'd be a lot of fun to play this build through most of the game because you have insane area of effect clear, but you're really dependent on getting close to the enemy. And the Lich has really low base move speed. So I would definitely suggest, if you had sort of a melee Lich build like this, picking up some movement speed in anticipation of the Phoenix fight. But I'm going to try to do it just basically naked. I have SkeletonMines at level 3, and that's the only upgrade on this character. It's in cheat mode, so you see my gold is super high, but I have no items. I'm just like any other run. So let's see how it goes. One thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to maintain proximity on the Phoenix. I need to be close so that I can set off my mine combo. So that mine combo there is most of my damage. Unfortunately, while mines are great area of effect damage and they're great for blocking most shots, like that AoE shot that the Phoenix likes to release, the 8-way, SkeletonMines can block that. Unfortunately, he shoots out this flame wave that cannot be blocked and it will just chew up my entire wave of SkeletonMines if I try to launch it from too far of a distance. So this is basically going to be a melee clear of the Phoenix, and it's going to be a little tougher than usual because as a Lich you don't have great movement speed. So again, it's worth investing in the movement speed in the anticipation of this fight, but it's not strictly necessary, especially because as a Lich you get to double up your strongest skill. If I had something like Grandmaster, Set, or some other major damage source, this wouldn't be so scary, but it's kind of the perfect storm of a very AoE-centric build. It's dependent on being able to let its mines walk in. Everything about this build does not like the Phoenix fight. So one thing to watch for is just his charging. So if you strafe left and right next to the Phoenix, you're going to be able to avoid all of his flame wave attacks. But when you see him tuck his wings like that, that's when it gets scary. That's when he's going to release his 8-way attack. And so now I have to not get hit for the rest of the fight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep moving back and forth. When I see him moving into an 8-way attack, I'm going to try to interrupt it with vacuum, like I did there. So I can interrupt it, so I'm too slow. When I see him charge, I'm just going to try to get out of the way. The other alternative when you see the 8-way attack is what I did there, is to go ahead and drop your SkeletonMines, because your SkeletonMines will actually block the 8-way. You see, they can then follow him in. When this fight gets really scary is when the meteors start raining from the sky, because now when I see the meteors raining from the sky, I have to dodge away from wherever the meteors are. So in that case I pulled him because I kind of liked where he was on the map with my vacuum. You can drop your SkeletonMines right into his, oops, I missed my vacuum. You can drop your SkeletonMines right into his charge, but you might want to be getting out of the way yourself, so just sort of depends. So I vacuumed him again there, prevent him from running away. I kind of like this relatively open corner. Oop, gotta get out of the meteor. Gotta get out of the meteor. So I'm just trying to get into position to drop my SkeletonMine combo. I haven't been swinging my sword much. Damage I missed out on. You do get kind of used to seeing his 8-way attack. You learn to feel those spots in between the diagonals and the primary angles. And again, whenever I want to like walk in on him and I'm afraid he'll just flame wave me in the face, I'm using a vacuum. Alright, so there's a clear. So that was pretty rough. But I think it demonstrates the dodging strategies that you'll have to use if you have a very melee-centric, low damage, low movement speed kind of build. Ideally, again, I would have gone for some sort of movement speed upgrade, or hopefully I would have had much better damage output at this point in the game. So here I had no followers to soak things up. All I had was my upgraded mines. You would hope to have either a bunch of cooldown reduction that would let you interrupt him more often, or block more often with your SkeletonMines, and some more skill mastery for extra damage. Thanks for watching.